It was senior night in Thatcher on Friday, and the Eagles went out on top as the 3A South Region champions after dispatching Sabino 35-7. Thatcher looks forward to completing its unbeaten season this Friday on the road against Palo Verde and secure the overall #1 seed in the state tournament. With amenities designed to keep patients comfortable and relaxed, Copper Hills Dental is your choice for anxiety-free dentistry. Visit our website and Facebook page or simply call 428-2750 to schedule your appointment today. That's Copper Hills Dental. After a couple of pre-snap penalties, Sabino faced a daunting 3rd and 27 on its opening drive when quarterback Cameron Hackworth uncorked a deep ball just before getting smushed by Jacob Rasmussen. The Sabercats' Shamar Berryhill took the ball away from the Thatcher defender and got to the 33 to move the chains. Thatcher's defense soon stepped up, and Rasmussen split 2 linemen to get to Hackworth in time for a loss of 10 yards on the sack. The Sabercats then turned the ball over on downs on a failed 4th and 4 attempt. Aiden Bingham got the first big run of the night for the Eagles, bouncing it outside and banging out about 25 yards to put Thatcher just outside of the red zone. A couple of plays later, and Damian Arriero bumps into his own quarterback before finding a new gear and running over Sabercats to the 6. The Eagles fed Oreo, and he answered with a 6-yard TD to break the ice milk and put Thatcher up 7-0. Sabino started to move the ball on its second drive as Mason Cade picked up the first across midfield. Thatcher's goal line defense held, however, and a 32-yard field goal attempt went wide left to keep Sabino scoreless to end the first quarter. Thatcher was moving the ball in the second quarter when Leaf Moylan came unblocked and sacked Napier for a 9-yard loss. Then on 3rd and 17, Napier uncorked a deep one, but got robbed by Britt Robertson, who made a great play for the INT. Sabino couldn't do anything with the ball offensively, however, and when pinned back, they decided to do a surprise kick on 3rd down that did indeed surprise the players, the coaches, and their fans in the crowd, wondering why in the world they would punt on 3rd down. It is what it is, though, and Thatcher got the ball back in excellent position on the edge of the red zone. A few plays later, and Aiden Bingham took it in from the 2 to put Thatcher up 14-0. Thatcher's defense held, but Sabino's Stephen Bishop did an excellent job of reversing the field with this punt that Caleb Matlock downed at the Thatcher 2-yard line. Need some breathing room? Just give it to Cody Jones and he'll give you 8 or 9 yards. No problem, brother. Add in another big run by Bingham with 15 yards tacked on for a face mask, and Thatcher seemed back in gear, but the drive would eventually stall. So it was up to the defense again, and Napier answered the call by separating the ball from Devin Waxwood. Brett Jones was there to recover the fumble for Thatcher as it was initially called on the field. However, another official overruled and called it an incomplete pass, which ended up helping force Sabino's 3rd punt of the quarter. Back on offense on 3rd and 8, it looks like Sabino has Bingham for a loss, but the squirrely running back breaks through 2 tacklers and crosses midfield to keep the drive alive. But Thatcher was out of time, and with just 9 seconds left, Dominic Wayne Parsons jumped in front of Napier's pass for the Sabercats' second INT, and the Eagles had to be content with a 14-0 lead at the half. Kaino's Hawaiian Grill is the spot in Thatcher to enjoy healthy Hawaiian food with a friendly atmosphere and great service. Order in person or by the phone or online to see the tasty treat everyone is talking about. That's Kainoa's Hawaiian Grill. Thatcher received the ball to start the second half, and Bingham made sure the Eagles began with great field position by returning the kickoff all the way back to midfield. But just as Thatcher was driving, Berryhill ripped the ball away and created his own fumble recovery to turn the ball over to Sabino. With the momentum shifted, Sabino began to move the ball through the air as Berryhill took this one for a big gain in 1st down, and also through the ground as Mason Cade burst through into Thatcher territory. Like previous drives, however, the defense stepped up and forced a turnover on downs after Thatcher's defensive line's relentless harassment of Hackworth. But the Eagles uncharacteristically gave it right back on their second fumble of the quarter on a mishandled exchange that led to the turnover. Getting the ball back just meant more Jacob Rasmussen on defense, who was all over Hackworth for the sack. And on the very next play, Hackworth dropped back and Rasmussen was basically tackled to avoid another sack, but as Hackworth scrambled, he was caught from behind by Jackson Conrad, and as he was driven to the ground, he reportedly broke his collarbone. The play happened in front of the Thatcher bench, and its coaches immediately called for medical attention. Hackworth did not return to the game. Thatcher's defense then forced a punt, and the Eagles were gifted with an excellent field position following the SaberCats' injury, as Cody Bingham returned it back to nearly the Cats' original line of scrimmage at the 31. You can only keep Napier quiet for so long, and the shifty quarterback bobbed and weaved his way all the way down into the red zone. Cody Jones then finished the short field with a 2-yard TD to put the Eagles up 21-0.
Roadrunner Rehab has been helping Gila Valley residents and athletes achieve their peak performance for over 30 years. They are now offering occupational therapy and adult speech therapy to assist in all your rehabilitation needs. Whether they're getting you back to work or back on the field, they're here to help you.
With its starting quarterback out, Sabino turned to the run, and David Cordova II answered the call with a first down sprint into Thatcher territory. That was followed up with a design quarterback run by Mason Cade, who was stripped of the ball at the end by Napier, but it went out of bounds and the SaberCats appeared to be in business. Thatcher's defense would bend but not break as Tannerio shoots in for the tackle for loss as Jones plays cleanup. And on 3rd and 12, sophomore quarterback Tristan Jessup was fed to the Eagles as he dropped back to pass and got sacked by Hunter Saline for a 12-yard loss to make it 4th and 24. That forced another punt, and Cody Bingham took it at the 13 and brought it all the way back to the 35 for good field position again. Then to start off the fourth quarter, the SaberCats can't keep Oreo down, and Damian races into Sabino territory all the way to the 29. A few plays later, and Napier's going to keep it himself for a 20-yard TD, and all of a sudden Thatcher's up 28-0 early in the fourth. The Eagles added one more score with this 31-yard jaunt for Cody Jones' second touchdown on the night, and Thatcher went on to defeat Sabino 35-7 to secure the 3A South Region title and most likely the number 1 overall seed in the upcoming state tournament. Optimal Health Systems in Pima is the original whole food supplement company with its high-potency whole food formulas absorbable at the cellular level. Come in to OHS today and try our blend of supplements that thousands of doctors and athletes have used for decades.
Sabino's a great team, and their athletes are out of this world, and we just wanted to keep them balled up, and glad we're able to do that for the most part. That's what we do with Thatcher. You just kind of keep hammering the nail. Eventually it goes. We had a lot of goals with this team, and they're kind of lining up to do what we were doing, and great group of young men, and I don't know, it's been a great ride. It's been a great ride.
Anything else you want to say about tonight's match?
Go Eagles, baby. Region champions. Let's go. Hey, Eagles on me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Eagles!
Reporting from Thatcher for the Gila Herald, I'm John Johnson.